guys? James Palms here. It's December 23rd today. So December 23rd, so it's just about Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I go away to the Caribbean on the 27th. So I gotta do this one right before I leave here. So I got my tarp, I got my boards. These are the old rungs, and then I got new legs because this one's much taller. And then this is the foam from that box, because that box was this box last year. So now I'm using the small pieces here, and then I'll have to just fill in the top. So I used all of that box. The entire box was on this one last year, but as you can see, it's growing it out, not by a ton, but this one needed a bigger one, and that one definitely needed a bigger one. So now I just have to redo one box as opposed to like trying to play with both of them. So I got the 4 pieces here. That'll be the top, and then this is the 4 sides. I'll just have a couple of feet on the side. I'll start it off at the bottom probably, and I'll have a couple feet on the top that I'll have to finish off to fill in this box. Hopefully I have enough scrap sitting around, but I'm going to start on it right now anyways, and I'll show you how it can show you if I can get it done here. So I moved away my Christmas decorations, and I just got I got a brand new pack of lights. I like to do a brand new one most of the years. If I'm not a brand new one, I like to set it inside and plug it in and change all the bulbs to get a fresh one on one of these where I'm only putting one string and I'm not going to check it. If I use the ones in the back for my washies, I like to have a few bulbs in, a few bulbs out. Doesn't matter if some of them are dead. I'll just turn some of them on if I need more heat. So I have no bungee cord, so I'm going to try to use this string from my weed eater to tie up the fronds if I can. And I got my screws, and then those are little things so it doesn't poke through, and my little extension cord. So I don't know, I got some tape. I won't be able to use it today because it's too rainy and wet, but it's raining, and it's about 3 degrees, something like that, 2-3 degrees. It was just over the freezing point overnight, so it kind of got a little bit of freezing rain. It's like icy pellets here. So very cold. You can see your breath. Very cold and very wet. This is not ideal. The other days were obviously a lot nicer for doing it, but still cool having the palm. I honestly wouldn't do it right now if I wasn't going away, but I gotta go away, so I'm gonna do it just to be safe, so I don't have to think about it while I'm gone. All right, let's see if I can. I hear an airplane. I can't see it though. The ceiling, there's no the cloud coverage is dense. It's foggy, and see my breath. So you can see it in the air. All right, so that was no picnic though, I'll tell you that. This is that was I just kept running around it. I stomped on all the little baby palms. I'm sure they'll be okay because they're so tiny, they just got stomped on, but whatever. Maybe I'll get a bungee cord for next year. The geese are flying over, here they are. So I live right on a river over here, so there's just on these neighbors' yards here, there's a river, so they're always playing in the water. I don't get it. They're splashing and playing in it when it's plus 30 Celsius and when it's minus 10 Celsius. So it doesn't make any sense to me, but they still like it. So they're always here, making noise. They wake you up like that if you're taking an afternoon nap. But I only know that because we had a baby for a long time, and the babies would get woken up from the geese. They're coming across, making all kinds of noise. But okay, so that was hard, but that's probably the hardest part. Now we just screw these boards together and set them around it, and then we'll peg it where we want it when it's in place, and then we'll start screwing that foam on. I'll see if I can show some of that too. But I just used that. I didn't have any rope at all, so stringer trimming for like the string that goes in your weed eater or your trimmer. That's what I used. So, and I just kept wrapping it, and then I tied it. All I did was just tie it on a petiole near the base on both sides and kind of just worked it around. So you can really see the lean, that it's leaning away from the house, because I didn't really realize that I planted it a little too close to the house here. So it's gonna lean out away here as it gets up, but you can really see the height now. This box isn't even actually gonna be quite tall enough. It's gonna be not quite to the top. I'm gonna have to still crush them down a bit, but I was hoping this box would last a few years, but it's definitely not going to. It'll be like next year, it'll be really tight again to get it in there, but nevertheless, let's continue here. So the rain definitely picked up for me anyways. I got my last piece here. This is from one of my old palmetto. That's from my old palmetto box. So I kept it because I didn't know when I would need it. So I used one piece there. And the smaller box from this one actually worked out perfect, so that it was just both pieces. It was exactly double the height. So I used that for that side and that for this side. So I just had to make up for 2 sides. So that way they're full pieces. So, and I'll try to keep this box for a few years. So this is an 8-foot step ladder here. I'll just back up a little bit here so you can see. So that's an 8-foot step ladder. That box is about 8.5 feet basically tall. And so I got this side done. I just have to, I did these two sides on the ground, this front one and the back one, and then I lean it there, and then I put a board connecting them, and then I screwed this side on and then the top. And so this was the old single box, so it's exactly double the height. So this one here just needs to get placed on, screwed on, and then cut the sides and the top because it'll be too tall and too wide. But that's it, then a tarp over the whole thing. I haven't pegged it down yet, so I have to, that's why I have the one side open. I'm gonna peg it down right now. I can peg it from the inside, and that's it. I just wanted to show you guys that. I'll show you in a minute maybe here when it's done, and that's about it. All right, this is how it looks. I plugged the thermal cube in, and this is worst case scenario because this thing is really wet. So I mean, hopefully it'll dry out a little bit. The thing is, what you could do is once it's tarped up, you could just leave the lights running, but hard to get in these ones, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I'm sure it will be fine. It's just, it's a lot of water, but I'm sure over time it'll dry up. I'll open the door up on, maybe I'll try to open it up on a warmer day and let it breeze in here when I get back from the Caribbean. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. There it is. It's all done. Got it all tarped up. I actually did it about an hour or two ago, but then I had to come inside and eat, and I got it warm and dry. And yeah, did a great job. Screwed all the tarp on, everything. Got the bow on. The lights are running, so they probably turned off already though. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Merry Christmas here from Southern Ontario, Canada. Later.
Sing my night.